Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Bills are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Browns, who will need to solve that secondary. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out and earn it every week.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it. He can run it. Colin Kaepernick.
I think years from now we talk about the zone read in the NFL. We may attach Colin Kaepernick's name to it first because he really made it popular and allowed a lot of other NFL teams to decide to put it into their own playbooks.
Now the third-year man from Alabama State, Isaiah Crowell. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you have to check and see what the back's going to do. If he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I'm often struck when I watch LaShawn McCoy play, how often you just watch him, and you almost get mesmerized by his style. And then, boom, there's another 20-plus-yard run. It's amazing how he pulls it off.
Yeah, his former second-round pick out of Pittsburgh, still doing it in the league at a very, very high level. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor, and he'll jack this one down to McCoy. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team, But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And that's caught. Watkins, touchdown Buffalo. Sammy Watkins, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Spinning past him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake.
Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, 76 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Taylor. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. And with that touchdown reception, we have a new single-season leader. We were waiting for this moment. We got to see it here.
How much fun is it that we were here to see it? And this guy's able to catch touchdown passes from everywhere. Red zone, out in the field. It didn't matter. You put in his vicinity, he carried it over the goal line.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Look at the spin. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
And looking at this play from the running back's perspective, as it developed, I know he had to think to himself, oh no, here they come.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there was some hole.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. Is it his script for the game? I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as, that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a gain of 5. After the penalty, it's Crowell. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Again, it's Crowell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
After the interception, here's Taylor going deep here for Watkins. And this one is incomplete.
Pass interference, defense.
So pass interference, partner with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch them after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch them while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch them at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
Now it's Taylor. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And that catch puts him past the great Jerry Rice. For the most receiving yards in a single season, he's now up over 1,848.
At one point, we called Jerry Rice Flash. How about the dash we saw here today? The dash towards his record and past it. What a tremendous achievement. And how much fun is it for us to be here to witness it?
It's a pinch-me moment for us. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Isaiah Crowell, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now Kaepernick, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. 2nd down following the run.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Again, it's McCoy. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
This seems almost like a mathematical equation here. LaShawn Shady McCoy goes for big yards running the ball. His team is winning the game. Seems to work out pretty well, doesn't it?
Sounds very well. The pride of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, doing his thing again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. Flex round.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Justin Hunter, the one he was searching for, and that'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Taylor, a give to the fullback Felton. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Jerome Felton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, it was second and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And Cap, of course, was a great baseball player, drafted as a pitcher. He kind of showed his arm right there, didn't he?
They let that one go, didn't he? That was a catcher putting down the #1 signal for the fastball and turning it loose. It was needed in that situation, though. He had to throw a tight spiral and a hard one in order to get it in there for a completion.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Reggie Ragland, the rookie from Alabama, in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And this is caught. Touchdown. Cleveland. Terrell Pryor, his 5th touchdown. Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. It's good, and it's now 35-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. He juked him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught. Watkins. Touchdown, Buffalo. Sammy Watkins on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. That's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll take it at the 42.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Watkins alone on the left side. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. So we reach halftime here. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now the Browns get ready as they head back out there. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I can just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes, first series of the second half. Offense or defense, you've got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. On first down, it's Taylor. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And the Bills head on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no...
Trying to get it to Harbin, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Bills. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now Taylor to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be a Buffalo first down.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Justin Hunter with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
A first down carry now for Corral. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The first time All-Pro in 2015. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
He's going to launch this thing. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 3rd down and 12. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. He finds Coleman. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns defense getting ready. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes the sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with them.
Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins joining only Gale Sayers' men with a 6-touchdown performance in a single game. And the Bills head on. And his kick is right through. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line just getting
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reggie Ragland in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Offside. Defense. Still third down.
They've gone backwards so far in this series, 3rd and 13. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 10th carry now for McCoy. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. So the run gets him the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And he is having a nice bounce-back game. I know in the meetings this week I kind of did the faux pas of asking, did he tweak something? Because he just wasn't sharp last week. But they said no, he was fine, and he's showing that here in this one.
Dan, I was really glad that was you who asked that question.
I knew you would.
You know, I was like, hey, that's my man right there. Take one for the team. But I thought it was a legitimate question because the way he played last week.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And that touchdown catch, Charles, it breaks the single-game record for receiving touchdowns.
And what a perfect match. A quarterback who loves to throw it and a receiver who knows how to go out and get them. A brand-new record established today, and all these fans who are on that side are going to go home happy.
This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A chance for us now to look at this Bills defense again. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense and said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
This is complete to Hawkins. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down in the red zone this time. Johnson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Corbin Bryant brings him down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start. Offense.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Now, they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll go again to McCoy. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pick.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those They want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Surveying the field. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And the defense will accept this penalty and force the offense back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And some space here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 9. And it'll give the Bills a 1st down.
So that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
He leaps over him. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense. And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Taylor going to throw it. That escapes the sand. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Let's go.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. So from outside the red zone now after the sack. A long 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Taylor going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the...
After review of the play, the review on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And with that touchdown pass, he has broken the record for the most in a single game. What an incredible day for this guy.
How did we get this lucky to be here to see this performance? Touchdown pass after touchdown pass after touchdown pass. An amazing, incredible day.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Oh, little 360. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. He's got time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.